Hi, I'm Ann Stericker from Living Well Every Day, and you can find me at www.livingwellnla.com. So today I'm making a version of Dr. Oz's green drink, which disgusts my brother-in-law because it's basically a liquid salad, but it's so delicious. And when I saw it first put together on, I think it was Oprah, because she's a big fan of Dr. Oz, the way she described it was perfect. She's like, it really tastes like a glass of fresh. So this is a great way to get some vegetables into your diet, and they're raw vegetables with the fiber because you're not juicing it, you're actually blending it like you would a smoothie. And you can start your day this way, which is what I'm doing, and then you can sort of like get some of those vegetables off of your list, like one less thing you have to try to worry about eating later on in the day. So anyway, this is very simple. It's helpful if you have a Vitamix. This is actually a really powerful blender. Luckily my sister has one and I'm at her house right now. But it does work in a regular blender. I've actually also used a food processor because I didn't have a Vitamix, and that works too. It's just not quite as smooth. So, but I'll show you how to do it, and then you can try it at home as well and see with your regular blender if it works for you. Okay, so first I start with a cup of water, and you can see it, there's like little measurements on here. So I just put water up to the 1 line, that's 1 cup, and then I'm going to add a bunch of kale, and this is organic kale, which is really important. Some people use spinach, that should also be organic. Any leafy green you should always buy organic because that is a heavily sprayed vegetable. So you want to make sure that you're buying organic when you get greens. So I'm putting that in there, and then I'm putting in a little bit of ginger, and I'm using a spoon, the back, like sort of the inside of a spoon, to peel away the skin. Because I'm using a Vitamix, I don't actually have to peel it, but I'm just going to do it to show you a nice technique for peeling ginger. You don't lose as much of the meat that way. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to do a half of a lemon, and I'm just going to squeeze it. I want to make sure the seeds don't get in. Just going to get as much of the juice of the half of a lemon in there as possible without the seeds. So there we go. Okay, and then I'm putting in cucumber, and this is about, I don't know, like 2 inches of a chunk of cucumber, and that should also be organic or greenhouse grown, because that's grown without pesticides. Then you can use the skin. If you're using a regular cucumber that's not organic, I would just peel it. So I'm going to throw that in there, and then I'm going to put an apple in, and this should be an organic apple as well, or you should peel it, because apples are another one of the dirty dozen that you should buy organic because they are heavily sprayed. So I just use a core and slicer, and then I put all of those pieces in here. I just want to make sure I don't have, there's a label on the apple. And I just put the whole apple in. This one left a seed in it. So that goes like that. And this makes it a little sweeter, and then it's a little less like a salad. It makes it, it's better tasting. And then I also like to add a little bit of pomegranate molasses, and this is something that you can buy at like a specialty food store, or sometimes big supermarkets will have a section where they'll sell something like this, or you can get it online, but you don't have to use this. I just like it because it adds a little sweetness. You could use a little bit of maple syrup or honey. I probably wouldn't recommend regular sugar, because part of the reason that I drink this is because I want it to be healthy, and that would make it a lot less healthy. And then I'm trying to think of other things. I don't know. Agave, I'm on the fence about. Agave is this like hot new sweetener that everybody who tries to be healthy is starting to use. But I just read an article that said it's not that different from high fructose corn syrup in terms of what it does to your blood sugar. So I'm on the fence about that. But this is basically just concentrated fruit juice, and I know people have different opinions about whether fruit juice is good for you. I just like it. It makes it taste better. It makes me want to drink this drink, and therefore I get some delicious vegetables. So now I'm going to blend it up. This thing is really great because it has this tool that I can use to kind of push everything down. So it's going to be loud for a second, and so I guess I'll stop this and I'll come back when I'm finished blending. So I'm done blending this, and I blended this for about 20 seconds on the highest power. So, and this is a Vitamix. So I think if I were using a regular blender, probably what I would do first is chop up all of the fruits and the vegetables, like the kale, the apple, the ginger, the cucumber, into small pieces, like ½ inch or something, so it'll blend more easily in a regular blender. And the other thing you might find is that you need to take the lid off, stir it a little bit, maybe add a little more water. And if you add more water, it will make it more like a juice and less like a smoothie, but I'll show you what this one looks like. And then you can always adjust it to your taste. And if you don't like any of those ingredients, just leave them out. You don't have to put it all in. I just happen to like that combination. So it's basically, this is like a green smoothie. Let me take a little taste. It's really good. It is very fresh, and it's a great way to get your vegetables. So here's to your health. I'm Ann Stericker from Living Well Every Day, and you can find me at www.livingwellinla.com. Thanks a lot. Delicious.